Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Praetorian.
And Jynx here.
And welcome back to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. Something's really interesting outside the window.
I know, right?
And now she's got that same face looking at us. Alright, so it has been a while since we played, guys. I don't remember how long it's been. We got all distracted.
We're doing a doctor simulator, so it's natural for us to just disappear.
Take breaks, not let anybody know, just call out all of our appointments.
Like, clear the schedule, please.
I'm taking a vacation because I fucking
really
need it.
need to see my doctor. Sorry, they're out for the next 2 weeks.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, it's been a while since we played. I think we left off Mariana. I'm not entirely sure. Could have left off on Claire too, for all I know. We got them to yellow. However, I have had success getting some other people to green. We have Nathan in green. We have Lacey on green.
I'm like, who the fuck is Lacey?
We have Jasmine on green. And we have Bryce on green. So as you guys saw, when we left off last time, when we got off, I went ahead and got to some people to green. I started working on it a bit. But it's been a while, so we have no idea what's going on. But we do know that there's 2 people left to interrogate or question, whatever you want to say. Have an interview with, a session. We have Elin, whatever, and Jaya. So who do you want to do first?
Oh, I don't care.
I guess she's giving us this
Sure,
look.
we'll go with Jaya.
All right, so we'll talk to her first. I don't remember how to play, so bear with me, guys. Okay, so how are you?
Hey, you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it, though.
She's like, I didn't give a fuck about that guy.
Shall we talk about grief?
I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
Okay.
Or maybe we should talk about you.
What was Dekker like?
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
I'm sure she will. All right, so
yeah,
she'll tell us about each patient. However, one thing I want to try doing to make this a little bit easier, I think this is actually, but I want to try checking these and then start doing the secondary questions like after we've already listened to it. In this case, I don't think we need to do that one because I think this is the follow-up where she tells us all about working late with Dekker and then all his patients. So let's proceed.
We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
Dekker sounds as crazy as the rest of them. And what is she doing over here leaning across? You do not need to lean across that couch in order to fix that picture.
No.
It's not a wide couch.
You do if you're a flirt, though.
Yep, exactly. I know what's going on here. Oops, I didn't mean to use a hint. Oh, damn. Who had a session on Valentine's Day? All right, well, that's probably a question we're going to want to ask, and we used a hint. So might as well ask it, guys. Who had a session on Valentine's Day? Who
was it?
Session. I'm not going to spell it completely out, guys.
It's like, do you guys have any candlesticks around here?
Val. In. There we go. We'll even capitalize it. Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse Elin at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange.
It is very strange. All right, so we now know that Claire and Elin were here for their. We don't know they're here for their session. We know they had a session scheduled, and then on top of that, he called about Nathan. All right, so that's important, probably, to to remember. So let's continue asking with the questions.
So if she wasn't here, then why would she have Nathan's number?
What do you mean?
You would think that the number would be, in a Rolodex or some shit.
It probably was.
In the office.
But Jynx, it's a doctor. He's not going to go out into her desk and then find the Rolodex and find a number on it. No, that's not what doctors do. He expects her to be able to answer his questions at all time of the day.
Oh, okay.
It's a doctor, Jynx. God. Why wouldn't she here, though? That's curious. I mean, if he's here doing sessions, you think she should be here as well?
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
Okay. Probably should do something like that.
Yes. Letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. I find those referral letters... He was sure there was a pattern in them.
I think Dekker's crazy himself. He kind of reminds me of Jim Carrey in that number 23.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
crazy
be a
about
pattern.
the numbers and shit. Yeah. All right. I'm sore as fuck already. We worked out today, guys, and we did a hell of a workout. Worked out way too long. Ended up eating dinner stupidly late.
Yeah,
We worked
way
out for
too
like
long.
an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. Maybe longer.
I think it was longer.
An hour and a half, maybe. It was a long time. We've only been working out maybe 45 minutes to an hour, but yeah, we worked out a lot longer today, and I am already super fucking sore. I am feeling it, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so
My
let's
glutes.
let's ask about how she feels about each one of these. People, why is there only a few of them?
Because you got
She
to
has no
remember
feelings.
the rest.
I bet you have to, do it yourself.
Mariana is a special girl. There's something about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
Well, what about her makes you want to follow her? Clearly that's not a follow-up question, so I'm going to worry about it.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. Sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. He's not the first person that's done that, but still, it feels worse coming from him.
Probably because he has undressed you
Yeah.
with his hands.
When you're frozen in time, right? So, Claire.
Claire seems to be shaken by something. I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Well, wasn't she court-ordered to come here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that sounds pretty typical for anybody who's
Is it
court-ordered.
rude, though, to decline
Yeah.
drinks and all that?
I don't think so. I think it's the tone or something like that.
True.
I don't know.
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
Because she's a murderer.
She murders old people. All right, tell me about Nathan.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. He barely talks to me, though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Okay, who the fuck is Tom? All right, so we're probably going to want... I think that's the only one that has a follow-up. All right, excellent. And we already know what we wanted to ask, so it's in here. It's too easy.
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
What was the fucking hobby?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
He fucking flew. That's what happened.
That was the end of Tom. That's what I think.
He did die. He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye.
Okay.
Like, what fucking rock?
Is there something you wanted to say goodbye to? Is there someone?
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. Here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
Whoa.
Yeah,
He
we didn't know
resigned?
that.
This is the first time we're hearing about this.
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. It's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
All right, where'd you get that it was Jaya? Because I was saying Jaya before because it looks like Jaya, and Jinx corrected me and said it was Jaya.
I knew you'd bring that up.
Of course, because I was saying
wrong.
it correct the right
Shit.
time. Okay.
Fucking shoot me.
No, I just want to hear you say I'm wrong. That's all. We're done.
All right, we got it on.
We're done.
We got proof.
It's evidence.
He's going to play that over and over again
Yep.
for everything.
I'm going to
like,
bust it out.
I'm wrong.
It's great. Because have I gotten you saying that on camera yet? I'm pretty sure I haven't.
No.
Nope. All right.
I've been very careful with my wordage.
All right. So Dekker's resignation letter. This is our new evidence. Let's take a look at it. To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as a notice of my intention to resign from my position. Dr. Dekker, 11th February. That
What a
has
shitty
absolutely
letter.
no information. And look at his signature. This is a fucking D. That's lazy shit. It's the laziest signature ever, man. There's a D and a period. Okay. That was worthless reading material right
It's
there.
not even a doctor's signature.
It wasn't. It was just a goddamn D. All right, well, let's ask about Professor Alderby.
Professor Alderby is a trustee.
Alderby.
Did I not mention that?
No, you did not. I'm sure we're going to have to follow up on
should
that.
I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Ben. Is he the person that cleans, right?
Oh, no. I thought somebody had a complaint on you.
Huh? What? I don't know about that. I thought she had said that Ben was the guy who cleans the
Maybe.
place. So we have a choice. Get a solicitor. We'll try and talk it out.
Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum.
All right, so maybe Jinx was right on this one. Maybe he did have some kind of issue with us. It's been a while since we played, so I don't really remember what the hell his problem was.
We're
And the
gonna ask
details on
about
it.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, where did we get into this? Did she mention this sometime?
No, but we're going to talk about it.
What's his mum got to do with it?
She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25.
Okay. What can you tell me about Dr. Dekker's patients?
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Who or what is Cthulhu?
So you watched the tapes, gold star for you.
Okay, I'm
Are
sure
we
there's going to be
going
a
to
follow-up
summon
there.
him? Because that would be great.
It's smashed.
Okay, so that's all we have for her. I'm sure there's a ton of follow-ups here that we could work out, like the Professor Alderby one.
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I
Ask
not
about
mention
trustees.
Yeah, I guess we'll ask trustee. Like, question
What?
mark?
What's
What could that be? There we go.
We'll just be like,
that? I
I'm
think I'm
sorry.
going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Sounds like
Okay.
a dick.
Yeah, what was
I think I'm going
the
to get into trouble now.
secret shop, perhaps?
Or trouble.
Yeah, well, we know why she would get in trouble. If he's, like, running this shit.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, well, it wasn't that.
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Dekker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Okay. So, Alderby posed or something as patient?
Yeah. Like, what did he say his issue was?
Let's just try patient.
Or session.
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the...
Okay. Alright, not sure what the follow-up for that one is. See if there's any other ones. I'm gonna be irritated if that's the only follow-up. No, we also have what was Dekker like.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say.
Work late? I'm pretty sure we already asked that though, didn't we?
Chats.
Yeah, we'll try work late and then chat. Walk late. Don't worry about
It's
it,
never
guys.
too late to walk.
Nope, never.
We'd work late together.
Okay, so yeah, I think we already did ask about that.
It's like, where you fucking am.
That's all
what we need to know.
need to know.
Sorry, Doctor.
Were you sleeping? Or how about relation? We'll get more generic. Relationship. Dekker.
It hadn't even been a year.
Nope. All right, we got nothing. All right, so how much time do we have left? Do we have time to move on to Elin?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and question her. See what she has to say. How are you today?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
She looked like she wasn't doing well today. She just had that look about her. Like that look where you say, you see that person, and you're like, oh, that person's having a shitty ass day. I am not going to ask them how they're doing. Because I don't want to hear about it. So, can you tell me anything else about Dr. Dekker? Or, well, I guess we'll ask about the stealing. It makes sense.
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Okay, well, that's explains why
Didn't
they thought
we
they
try
might
to
have.
ask her about her fucking necklace before?
I think so, yeah.
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that she stole it, but I could also see them giving it to her, because, I mean, if you're on your deathbed and clearly there's nobody else but a nurse there hanging out with you, then you got nobody else to give it to anyways, and she's being nice hanging out with you. Why wouldn't you give her your items?
Old people love giving you shit.
They do. Always giving you stuff you don't want.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I don't think so.
You're
If she
not
said you could
wrong
have
to
it.
keep it.
No.
You are wrong to go shopping for shit and then murder the owner.
Yeah, that is what may put you in the wrong column, young lady.
Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much.
All right, so now we're going to have to ask about Terry. Is that... it might be a follow-up, actually. Maybe it's not. All right, that's fine. You mentioned Hilda.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
Yeah, when you're giving her soup laced with poison, you're usually aware of when their time's coming.
It's like, why do you need to see her?
To get another trinket off of her? Maybe she keeps the trinkets as memories of all the people she killed.
Like a predator.
Exactly. Like a predator or a serial killer. You know, serial killers often do that as well. So you should know that. Aren't you like the serial killer expert?
What? Me now?
Why do you need to see Hilda?
Help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
It's true.
I want to swim in a pool of spaghetti noodles.
God damn it. I hit the... So Jynx, that's her unfinished business. That she needs to swim in a pool of spaghetti noodles. I asked a hint for this. I've been slipping up, guys. Just hitting that fucking down directional pad, man. Ugh.
Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
She's gonna go kidnap her daughter and somehow get her here, which you can't take her on a normal flight. She's gonna have to do it in like one of those big old shipping ships, you know, where they have
containers.
Yep, put her in a container and find a way. Probably have to go with her, so make sure she stays alive.
That's
the whole
gonna
ride.
be really expensive.
It is.
You gotta bribe a lot of people to look the other way.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's expensive for a variety of reasons. So what talent?
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
And that's how you steal their shit.
That went somewhere I was not expecting, because up to this point we were just thinking, you know, she's the most normal of the patients, though we were thinking perhaps she might be poisoning her patients. But that's pretty normal compared to what we deal with here. And yeah, it turns out she's just as crazy as the rest of them. She thinks that her fucking skin changes. Okay. How does it comfort them? That's kind of a stupid question, but...
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
I don't believe that. Can you tell me anything else about Dr. Dekker?
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
That's not the right time, is it?
I think so. It was 3.
Was it?
Oh, well, no, she said a few hours later he was dead. He was dead at like something. 10
No,
something.
I'm saying that Jaya here had told us the times, and I thought she was at 11. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I could very well be getting them mixed up.
Yeah, I think the other person was...
What patterns? Who had sessions on?
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire
Oh,
Castlewood.
okay. I thought we
11.
caught her in a lie, guys. We didn't.
I was like, haha, gotcha.
Gotcha. Nope, I was wrong.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Like, who was he?
Yeah, we must know more. How was the date different? He wasn't trying to get in her pants, probably, from the beginning of the night, would be my guess.
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone.
Like, did you see Mariana there?
The way she said that, and then I went home alone. I don't know. Seemed like a lie. But yeah, it was a very traditional date. You know, it was the dinner and all that kind of good stuff. Not fucking the first night. So I was right.
I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi.
I think you do need an alibi.
Yeah, because didn't Dekker die at midnight? I mean, that's the date we've been saying. I don't know if that's entirely right. We can't move the next day.
I thought
now.
it was like 10 something.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I thought it was midnight. But yeah, that would still put her, if it was at 10, then she's good with her alibi. But if not, then she's clearly, we have some more,
Who
more
is your
things here.
date with?
I still think she's a suspect though, guys.
They're all suspects.
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
No, he's not her type because he didn't try to get in her pants the first night.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, that's not how she rolls, apparently.
I've
tell
known
me.
Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Friend zone.
Yep, the damn friend zone. It's vicious. Have you been in the friend zone with anybody, Jinx?
No. I've been in the friend zone, but I've never been friend zoned.
Yeah, true. Who accused you of stealing? I thought we already asked this. It's Terry, wasn't it?
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
What?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know now. We need to know.
Pussy.
Healthcare serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
I know, I kind of have to agree with Terry now that I know what it is. I think she is a healthcare serial killer. HSK. It's funny how, like, whenever in every, like, occupation, they have, like, their own, like, vocabulary and acronyms. Mm-hmm. And you're like a complete outsider until you get to know it all. I kind of learned that when I started working in healthcare myself, guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so how can you tell when people are dying?
I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
That's right, because her mom was like a hippie and shit, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Okay.
So he didn't know he was gonna die.
Apparently not. Maybe, or maybe he's just very good at hiding such things. All right, so we'll see what we have for follow-up questions here. There's a lot of them. Oh, wow. What were you accused of stealing?
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of
Okay,
my
so
patients,
locket.
gave it to me before she died.
Or
Alice. We'll try both of those. Locket.
I don't know. Are you happy, Doctor?
Huh?
Don't turn that shit around on me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm happy.
You seem happy. You have a very positive energy.
I wanna snuff it out.
What was the other thing? Alice, right? Alice. That name Alice is always forever going to be ruined for me. All I think of for Alice now is Resident Evil and fucking Mila Jovovich, or however you say her name. Her fucking
That's like
character.
the last thing I think about when I think of Alice.
Well, I mean, you can also think of Alice in Wonderland. Obviously, that's far more
Alice in Chains.
iconic. But I think the Alice from the Resident Evil movies is a bit newer. And I hate those fucking movies. They're terrible.
They're so
They're
bad.
garbage, man.
And they made so many of them.
Mm-hmm. Too many.
I think 2 was probably too many.
I think 1 was too many. The first one wasn't all that good. I was really disappointed.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
You know, they're redoing them.
What?
Yeah, they're completely redoing the Resident Evil series, and it's going to be more like a horror type of thing. They're redoing it, like they're wiping the slate.
Is it new people doing it?
Yeah, it's new everything.
Like no one from the original team.
Yes, the director, producers, they're all not involved.
Okay.
There's not going to be the same actors, actresses. It's a whole different...
I'll give it a chance.
Whole different
watch
thing.
The previews.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. Hopefully they do stick to the more horror element. Make it more like the games than whatever the hell was going on with those movies. Alice.
Alice was one of my favourites. She never held back, spoke her mind about everything. But she had a wicked sense of humour.
Oh, is that going to be another damn follow-up? Nope. All right, so that should be the follow-up for what we're looking down here. Maybe not. Damn it. Damn it.
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Huh.
What the fuck?
I got nothing. All right, let's move along then.
Like, how did it start or some shit?
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Like, was there something usually bothering him?
How was Dekker fine? I don't know. Like, what would you follow up to that?
I know, right?
Yes,
Oops. I meant to say, how was Dekker fine? My bad.
It's like he had a sweet booty.
yes.
Oh, fuck.
He was a bit Finnish.
I'm fucking up today, guys. All right, it probably wasn't going to lead to anything anyways, guys. I think we're probably done with her.
It's the end of the episode anyway.
And what are you doing on Valentine's Day?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date. Different to what I'm used to.
Yeah, we've already asked, how is it different?
I want to know where she met Max.
Yeah, I guess that'd be something
Because
to
they've
ask.
known each other for a long time.
And sometimes some of the questions that you can ask are ones that are not even required.
It was very...
Okay, I think we already asked that. How long has she known Max?
Or how did you meet?
Or yeah, we already know how long. It's been years. How did you meet?
I would think that they would work together in some capacity.
Yeah, with them knowing each other and them being like friend zones and shit.
I've known Max a couple of years, but...
Okay, so that just leads us to that. All right. Well, I'm going to try one more here with the what talent. And then we're going to be done, guys.
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Okay. Change skin? Question mark.
It's like, okay. I'm writing that down.
I think this is just a case of like people playing along with it, you know, maybe because they're dying and shit and just they can't see their loved one, so they're saying what they wish they could say to their loved one to her. That was a loud ass bang.
Yeah, I think a kid just fell out of bed.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that, which
I
we're
don't
about
know
to end.
how it works. I just know that it does.
All right, well, that's all the information we needed. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Like I said, this series is going to be kind of sporadic. We'll probably continue playing. I don't know if we're going to finish it, though. God, we're only like a third of the way through, guys. This is episode 7. This could be like a 20-episode series, which is something we definitely weren't expecting. We were expecting a much shorter game when we started this.
I was thinking 10 or 11.
Yeah, so I don't know, guys. We'll see. We'll see how long we continue. Once again, it's just going to be kind of sporadic. We're just going to pump videos in here and there. And it's kind of a game that you can kind of step away from, and I think it's all right. It's like a show almost, I think. So yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave that like, subscribe to the channel. Go check out some of the series that we have going on right now. Also, leave a comment. Love talking to you guys, and thanks for watching.